Right. So today at approximately 2:21 p.m., CSPD received a call for service regarding an adult male breaking into vehicles and threatening a community member with a firearm here in the parking lot at near 21 South Nevada. Gold Hill patrol officers responded to the scene and located the suspect in a vehicle. Officers attempted to contact that suspect and take him into custody. The suspect then exited the vehicle with a firearm, and at that time, one officer fired at least one round, striking the suspect. Officers rendered emergency medical aid until medical personnel responded and arrived on scene and declared the suspect deceased on scene. No other community members or officers were injured in this incident, and investigators did recover a firearm on scene. Per state law, the El Paso County Sheriff's Office will be taking over the investigation, and all investigative updates will come from them. Within 21 days, CSPD will be releasing a significant event briefing video with the releasable facts of the situation. I'll take any other questions you guys might have right now.
Caitlin, just to clarify, did the individual fire any shots at officers, or did they just see the weapon?
That's all part of the investigation, though right now I don't know if he fired or not.
What kind of firearm did the individual have?
Part of the investigation, I'm not sure at this time.
How many cars were broken into?
I do not know. That's part of the investigation.
But it occurred in this parking lot here?
It did occur in this parking lot here behind me.
Any information you can share about the perpetrator, background, history of crime?
We are not sure at this time. That's all part of the investigation. The ID will come from the coroner's office first and foremost, and then be released by the El Paso County Sheriff's Office at a later date.
And so this wasn't someone that the police department was actively looking for. This was a 911 call that came in?
Correct. It was the initial call for service was for the male breaking into vehicles and then threatening that community member with a firearm. That's why the officers responded to the scene.
Were there shots fired previously from that person that was breaking into cars?
Not that I'm aware of, but of course that's all part of the investigation.
Was that community member injured at all? Or?
I don't believe so, no.
Caitlin, can you talk to us about how important it is that civilians that see things like this call and report it?
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely want people to call 911 first. Don't ever confront somebody. You're on your own. Definitely call 911 and let officers do that.
Is there any way the community can help you guys with this investigation?
Absolutely. If you were witness to this or if you have information about this, definitely call either the El Paso County Sheriff's non-emergency number. I don't know that number right off the top of my head, but you're also welcome to call the CSPD non-emergency number, which is 719-444-7000.
Do we know how long this area is going to be closed off for?
Yeah, this parking lot is going to be closed for the remainder of the day. I would assume for the next several hours, possibly up to 8 hours for the investigation to continue.
How many officers were involved?
One officer fired.
For anybody who's got a vehicle in here, obviously they're not going to be able to get it out right away.
Yep.
What can they talk to police about getting their vehicles back, or do they just need to wait until the scene's clear?
They're always welcome to come and talk to officers. Of course, make sure you're staying out of the scene, but come ask. There's definitely things that we can do potentially to either try to get your car out as quick as we can, or if there's personal effects, there's the potential for officers to be able to go and collect those for you. But again, it's probably going to be several hours before anybody's able to get their cars out of this parking lot.
If anybody's on a meter or an hourly pay situation, are they going to be getting ticketed while they wait for the investigation?
That one I am not sure about because it's a private parking lot. That's probably going to be up to them, but I don't have that information right now. Any other questions?
So the one person is deceased?
The suspect is deceased on scene, correct.
Was there anyone else with the suspect when they were breaking into vehicles?
Not that I'm aware of, but also a part of the investigation for sure.
Is there anything you have to add that you're allowed to tell us that we're missing?
Not at this time, but of course, if anybody's got any other questions, definitely let us know. All those other investigative updates will come from the El Paso County Sheriff's Office. All right, perfect.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.